Hey everybody, this is your girl Ellen Marie. I know it's been an absolute long minute since I've done recording, but this crazy girl has decided to pick up another full-time job because she has a couple of things that she needs to do. So I work crazy hours, and it still doesn't change that I still am addicted to my shows and I still want to talk about them. I want you guys to comment on them. I want you to start a conversation with me because these people and these shows have my eyes rolling on the back of my head. They are so tripping. So let's not talk too much. Let's just get right into it. So I know I'm behind several things, but it is what it is. Please just deal with me. Keep making comments. Keep subscribing. And I will do my best to keep posting whenever I can. So we're going to do Beverly Hills. Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion. Yes, honey. Yes. Okay. So anyway, Kyle finally decided to cut that long hair. It's cute with a little nice big crinkle rolls. She's so cute. I think she's just the cutest little thing. All right. We got Lisa Vanderpump, usual pink. Okay. Anything else? All right. Teddy, phenomenal body. I really wish I was accountable for myself to take my ass to the gym. I really do, because I really wish I had a body like her, but I don't know about that happening. But at least I keep trying to do a diet, and this diet is it's actually not that hard, but it's kind of hard if you don't prep. So I'm on a keto diet, but we can talk about that on another time. So then we have Dorit, and I wasn't really impressed with Dorit, what she was wearing. What is this? And then we have Raina. Love the hair. I need her to keep that hair at all times. I don't like the flyaway. It just makes her look old. This one was just yes, I am popping. I got my Sterling temples in, and they're loose and goosey. I love it. I love that look, and she looked phenomenal in that silver dress. Then we have Erica, as she said, she's acting bouncy and behaving. I said, yes, bouncy and behaving. You better do that, girl. But I love her. You know how I feel about Erica Jade anyway. She can't do no wrong. So anyway, let's just get right into it. They talk about Erica Jane's book and how it's in the third printing, so it's doing pretty well. And then they're talking about her losing her temper and how she actually hasn't really lost her temper, which I kind of believe she really truly has not lost her temper, eviscerated somebody like she says in her book. I believe if you cross the line with her, she's going to stop you right in your track, and she's going to let you know how she feels. So I don't feel like we've actually seen the true temper that Erica can give, but we have seen a little snippet of it. But she hasn't given her mom a book. She didn't give her husband a book. And everybody's looking at her like, girl, that's a little odd. Why ain't you giving your family any books? Andy's like, look, I wrote 3 books. And the first people I sent them out to was family. So, yeah, I'm a little question mark on that one. But let's put a pin in it. Then we have Dorit. She's doing her Beverly Beach, sold out of the Lisa Pump outfit. So they basically talk about how, all the baby suits had a name except Camille and Teddy. Well, I mean, I really don't think Teddy would have a name because they just became friends. And Camille and her have never really got along. So I'm not surprised that there's no name after her. She's gotten better with Dorit and, with Erica and Lisa Rinna over the taping, so I can see why they would have a swimsuit. But other than that, they ain't cool like that. She don't fuck with you. But anyway, so so they get right into it, Teddy and Dorit, about their friendship. And I will have to kind of agree with Teddy. You was very dismissive to me. Now that I watched the show, I saw that me calling you to apologize for my wrongs was being inconveniencing you. I was I was being annoyance to you. And Dorit, sometimes I just can't follow her conversation. I'd be like, girl, what are you talking about? Just stay on point. And the whole time, everybody had to keep redirecting Dorit during this first episode. This first reunion. Girl, stay on point and on course. I don't know what she be talking about. So anyway, we get a little bit more information about Teddy. She's so cute. Yeah, I had no idea that her father was married to Meg Ryan. I can't keep up with everybody. It's just too much going on. I'm trying to do my stuff and then try to keep up with all these famous people and who they married to and all their kids. I can't do it. I really can't. I'm trying, but it's not working out that I'm not that successful right now. But anyway, so then we talk about the pregnancy, and I am totally with Teddy on this about the one thing about being a woman and trying to produce children and not being able to. You feel like a failure. And, you know, with the IVF situation, that's expensive. They have the money, obviously. I don't. So, I really want to have kids, but I haven't been able to, whatever. But we're not going to do that. So anyway, we then go on to Lisa Rinna. She basically saying like, I fell back, I've been reflecting on myself. I decided that I wanted to be a better role models for my children. They're out in this industry. And sometimes I have to watch what I do because we find out that when she, posed nude for one of the video, was something, it kind of flashed back on one of her daughter's gigs. Like they didn't want to hire her. So she didn't want to get into that whole situation. So I guess Lisa does kind of need to fall back, but I think Lisa's an icon, and she has an amazing body to do that. Like, I'm gonna need them to stop being haters and everybody just enjoy the show, pretty much. So anyway, we then have the Kyle, Lisa, and Dorit saga. So we do the replay of everything that kind of led up to this whole situation, and I'm kind of like, I do feel like Kyle is jealous of Lisa and Dorit's relationship. She can say she's not all she wants, but she is. And like Erica said, they are all competing for each other's affection and emotion, which happens when you have a new friend, because you do feel like your friendship with that person is in jeopardy because it's an uncertainty. People can change on you on a minute. If they ain't been with you like your husband or your significant other for like forever, people change on you. I mean, and Lisa has proven over years that she treats Kyle a little bit differently than everybody. She does hold Kyle to a different standard. When she's mad at Kyle, she won't answer the phone. She won't, she be acting stank. So I definitely agree with Kyle about how Lisa does react to when she gets mad at you. She's petty. I mean, Lisa can front that, she's, better and she knows better. She's older and all this other stuff. But she's petty. She's petty as fuck. So let's just keep it going. And I love how Erica's reaction when Lisa tried to address her about the whole situation. She was like, okay. Like, I really don't give two fucks about this situation. Y'all need to get over this. And then we go on to about how Lisa is telling, how they start arguing about, and Lisa's telling like, no, Kyle, that's not how you should feel. And it's like, wait a minute, B, you can't tell me how to feel about nothing. That's like me coming over telling you shouldn't feel bad about your dog's dying. That's crazy. Like, you can't tell somebody else how they should be feeling about the situation. If she felt that you was not being true and loyal to her, that's exactly how she felt. Now, until you prove otherwise what you was doing, which you wasn't being loyal to her, then we can say, okay, like, we get it. You've proven your point. And then she kind of finds out that Dorit now was not being, and I love how she said, economical with the truth. Meaning this bitch lied. Like, she was not being complete truthful about what she said about me at the dinner. And then Dorit's like, oh, well, how can I remember everything that I say? Because one, you're always drunk, and two, you just be talking out the side of your neck and you don't be accountable for nothing. Yes, Teddy, be accountable for your words. I agree with Teddy. She didn't say nothing, but Teddy always be agreeable. Like, she be like, you need to be accountable for what you say and do in this group, and rightfully so. Yes. We then have they asked a question about the whole thing, and unfortunately, I just started to zone out because Dorit started talking. She started talking in circles like she always does, and you can never follow where she's going. And like, they kept kind of getting her like, do you understand what she's trying to say? Oh, I understand. And then she starts going rambling. Like, no, honey, stay right here. You need to understand why she feels this way about what you said. So they start on again about this panty gate. And Erica was like, look, Kyle, if I ever thought that you had anything to do with it, we would have had a discussion right there and then we would have solved it. We have no problems, no issues and whatever. So I don't know why you got so upset at the party and Berlin. And she's just like, well, I needed you to say it right there and then. I needed you to basically tell Dorit that she was wrong and, and basically what she was, because Dorit was in her little world thinking that she was explaining. She's like, well, I said that. And they were like, no, you did not say that. You insinuated all this other stuff. That is not what you did, darling. And she's just sitting there like, what? I didn't do that? Like, no, you didn't. You really didn't. You kept stating that Kyle had something to do with it. Like, she went into the bathroom and Kyle said something, and then that's why Erica was mad. No, Erica was mad from the door when you gave her them panties. Straight. And why are we talking about this issue? It happened last year. Dorit, at the end of the day, you effed up. And you just have to be accountable for it. And you can't bring Kyle in it because she didn't buy the panties. She might have laughed at the situation, but she didn't buy the panties. You did. So anyway, that's about all that I got from that reunion. But I just want to reiterate, I really did love Lisa Rinna's dress and her hair. She is just, for her age, in which I don't even know how old she is doing it. I love Erica Jane anyway, with her little cute little self, just a Barbie doll, bouncing and behaving. Yes, honey. So anyway, so we'll see what's going on for the next episode. I would just have to say that, unfortunately, I did not get to do the Atlanta reviews. I was dying at the last episode, well, the last episode for the reunion. And baby, when they were coming for Kim, they came for her. I wanted to send her a coffin, like, just detail it like they came for you, honey. Like, you were just, I don't even know why you were trying to fight. She should have just apologized, and she should have just, and it's amazing how all of a sudden she's like, oh, I don't remember saying that. No, I don't do that. No, because you drink all the time. And Candy was right. You have a drinking problem. If your husband is always driving you around because you're drinking, then you have a drinking problem. You can't be mad at the truth. You always got a freaking solo cup. Who carries a solo cup except frat boys and frat girls? Ma'am, you are somebody with 6 kids and a whole husband. What are you doing? So, anyway, she's mad at Sheree because Sheree, well, I would have to be honest with Kim. Sheree did not have her back on that couch at all. So, yeah, I agree with her about that. And Andy was like, well, you was negative the whole season. So, what did you think was going to happen when you were being negative the whole season? And why Corey had that dumb face like he didn't know what was happening? What do you mean? So, anyway, let me know what you thought about the Beverly Hills review. Tell me what you think is going to really be an issue. Why we think, well, obviously Teddy and that whole thing is going to come back up. What else is going to come back up? I don't know. Something probably else will come back up. And I kind of just went over it. I didn't even talk about the Kyle thing because Dorit to me kind of irritates me. How she wants everything to be so perfect for her, but she can't be accountable. I don't know. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Let's just go on to the next episode and see how that goes. All right, so let me know what you thought about this episode, this reunion, this first part. Is it going to be 2 or 3 parts? Because I don't need it to be 3 parts, to be honest with you, unless it gets really good. So anyway, I will see you next time, and I will do my best to try to do this early. I really do. I really want to stay on top of it, but I got to get this money. Hey, Carly B, how you doing? All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.